Let's take a look then at the Champions League odds, shall we? Bayern Munich 3-1. Manchester City remain favourites at 9-4. Bayern excellent at the weekend in their victory over Werder Bremen. Steve, let's say they met up with Manchester City tomorrow. Who would you have winning that tie?
I still think Man City gets the edge here. Even though Bayern Munich seems to be firing all engines, they're getting some players back. Their health issues have pretty much been put to rest. I still see Manchester City right now as the best team in all of Europe, purely because they can beat you in any other way right now. And you know, their possession game is on point right now. They're finishing goals, they're finishing their chances. They're not conceding very many goals, and they certainly look to have the confidence. And Bayern Munich, I think you can say a lot of those things about them as well. But the one thing going against them is they seem a bit fatigued. Rightly so. It's a long season, it's a cramped schedule, and there's only more to come. So right now, I give the edge to Man City.
Kasey?
Yeah, I still look at Bayern defensively. And just looking at the game the other day, yes, they were in absolute complete control against Werder Bremen. They looked good. They looked like they were back to the concentration defensively, see games out, you know, keep clean sheets, and then, you know, that last 10 minutes, I mean, they put some subs on and the concentration wavered. And I don't know if that's part of what Steve was talking about, the fatigue factor, and maybe mentally they'd already switched off, and Werder Bremen got a goal and very easily could have got one or two more and really had a real shock there to Bayern. And that's, for me, is my biggest worry when it comes to Bayern, is just the overall team defensively. It's just not what you expect, you know, from the team and the stature of a Bayern Munich.
Bayern Munich, of course, looking to match that exceptional campaign last year, led by Hansi Flick. And maybe in surprise to some, obviously, Jogi Löw announcing last week that he'll be leaving at the end of this summer's Euros. And it's suggested in the German press that Hansi Flick wants to take over that coaching role, Steve. Not happy with some of the transfers maybe that were made at Bayern over the summer. However, I don't know, you lived in Germany for a long time. Which is the bigger job, the German national team or Bayern Munich?
It's a tough question. I need to be careful how I answer that. But I think Bayern Munich is the bigger job because you have more games, because your schedule is so tight, and you're expected to win every title and every competition you set foot in. And of course, the DFB expects the national team to do well and to field a team that could become world champions or European champions this summer. But is it expected of the coach? That I'm not sure. And I think right now Hansi Flick is in a place where he is very happy and he's doing a fantastic job. I don't really see him moving, and I don't see Bayern Munich giving him up yet.
Kasey, what do you think?
Well, I've read some things, and I've heard some rumors that Hansi Flick is disappointed with kind of the power structure at Bayern Munich, and that he isn't given maybe enough of control over the decisions in personnel. And we know obviously there's a ton of huge personalities involved in the Bayern Munich hierarchy. But the big question is Steve made a great point. You know, the difference between club versus country is, club, it's every day. And it's a situation where you're involved so much. National team, it's a reason, I think, why you see kind of coaches that are a little bit older take national team jobs, because you do have those long breaks in between camps, and it's a lot of just watching games and looking at players, and it's not the day-to-day that so many coaches like. So I'm not sure if Hansi Flick is ready for the national team job on that aspect. But then at the same time, he would have probably full control of who he pulls into his squad. The big question is, too, is let's say he's not happy at Bayern Munich. Where do you go from Bayern Munich? It's not like he's going to say, oh, look, there's a job open now at Gladbach, or there's a job open at Frankfurt. You don't go from Bayern Munich to Frankfurt when you've been that successful. So there's only a few opportunities that Hansi Flick would look at and go, okay, this is either at least sideways, if not up.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.